Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. This is episode 4 of our IronTeeth Hardmode playthrough on the map Pressure. We're in cycle 9, day 10, and I hope you've recovered from the whiplash of the last episode like I have. I hope you're enjoying Christmas holidays. It's been a very relaxing, well, I work Christmas Day, but apart from that, it's been a relaxing time for me. So, where are we? I've kind of erased this from my mind a little bit, so we're going to take a little bit of stock. So, we're in the middle of a drought. We have 17 days left. I'm not sure if the water is actually going to last. We're going to have to probably come down here. My initial thought was, and to pop this in here, just so that we can use all of this, this reservoir of water under here and pump that out. I may actually put 2 down here, because this is actually quite a substantial amount of water down here. So, what we're going to do is we will put another water pump in here straight away. I know this is flooded at the moment. It won't stay that way forever. And it seems to be a good use of our logs. Apart from that, we want to actually start to build this to turn this into our new reservoir, and that's going to involve moving a lot of this upstairs. So, do I need planks and things? No, I do not. This is all going to be paused. Do I need metal blocks? I don't believe I do. I do need metal blocks for the sluices. Excellent. Okay. So we're going to leave that on as well. And we'll leave this on. So me getting rid of all of that was a silly mistake. However, we are balanced on the amount of beavers we have. So should we get this progressing a bit? So we do have trees coming over here. However, I am going to get rid of all of the trees down here to begin with. Where can we... I kind of don't want to be pumping this right now. Is there anybody... There's nobody in here. There's nobody in the forester. Do we have... We do have people in the farmhouses, and I'm going to keep the people in the farmhouses because I do really want them to be put in. I have got quite a few building projects on the go, haven't I? Do we have many baby beavers coming in? So we have 3 baby beavers. Our well-being is 5. So if I was to... Where's a beaver? There you are. What do you need? Oh, you are at 8. I'm at 10. So, is there anything I can do to help improve your how you feel about your life? Maybe we could just cheese it with a bit of aesthetic work. So if I put it on like the main thoroughfares of their housing. I don't generally like doing this. However, do we have the science? Okay, we'll just take a punt on it. I generally don't like doing this. However, we're kind of still in a needs-must situation, and I do actually kind of need another barrack. Let's get the speed going a bit. The trouble is, we are very spread out. We are very, very spread out, and our log storage is over here. So whatever's getting put in over here and stuff is just taking as long as it's taking. I would like them to put this in so that we can continue to maintain a farm presence, and there is no reason to not be putting that in. We do have berries, don't we? Yes, we do have berries, and we have the gatherer flag. Excellent. We have cassavas. An unstable core is going off into 0.2 days. This is fine. This one's fine. We're going to watch it blow up. Will it take out these berry bushes with it? No, it didn't. All this water going out of here is absolutely fine because we blocked this up, didn't we? Please tell me we blocked it. Oh no! So these need to be paused now, and these need to be high priority. So get this built. We did block that up, so none of this water is going to leak. I mean, all of that is going to leak out there. But none of our mini reservoir of water is going to leak out, so that is not bad at all. I would like you to get these built, though. Pause them. And this will be a high priority job. And this will also be a high priority job. That's because we have 15 days. And I'm not sure the amount of water we have around here is going to suffice to do what we want to do. So this episode is mainly going to be about damming all of this. I want to get as much of this dammed as we can. And to that end, we probably actually need to change some of these to actual dam pieces up here, don't we? Yeah, that should suffice. Other than that, what was we talking about? The engine is going to be a massive saviour of beaver labour. So I would like to unlock that when we have the science. Oh, we do have science huts on the go, yeah, don't we? Yeah, okay. So when we have the science, I probably shouldn't have unlocked that lantern because we could have built the engine and then improved our production. But that is just one for where we are. And these have been built, so excellent. We are pumping the water that is down here. And this has also been built. So I would like to get this as a high priority. You don't really need to be in there at the moment, mate. I think that's okay for now. And to be honest, we might as well just make the most of the water, make hay while the sun's shining. I think we're going to have enough water to survive. I'm hopeful. Otherwise, this is going to be a very short series. And we will see. So, let's talk about the expansion of... are we going to expand the beaver population? I mean, I'm loath to put in another beaver breeding pod until we have this up here changed into a big reservoir. So maybe we're going to start to think about infrastructure up here. So, or even up here. So what we could do is we could put in a warehouse, put in some warehousing up here for kohlrabies, fermented cassavas, and normal cassavas. So maybe we'll put a bit of a food storage thing up here. So I want to put... do I want berries as well? I do, because we have loads of berries down there. So we want to move all of the berries up here. So berries, kohlrabies, and obviously we need to be conscious that the berries are very important for the IronTeeth. We need them for reproduction, so we can't do anything without berries. So they built this now. What's their next job? What are they building next? I can live without them building this, because I don't feel like if we start losing water over the top here, that is fine by me, because that means that this is still got water in it. So realistically, this is my... okay, yeah, they are putting that in next. I also would like to... so we're going to need to actually bring back plank production, aren't we? And we're probably also going to have to bring back gear production. So, I need more beavers, and I don't have them, quite frankly. And also, emptying that also means I need to start replanting those trees. So maybe we're going to go a bit more aggressive and we will just replant oaks. And just have this as an oak farm up here. Because they can actually get to all of these, I think. Oh, some of this isn't even set for cutting. So they can get to all of that. That's fine. Science is slowly going up. Just very slowly going up. And hopefully we're producing the planks now we need. We are producing the planks we need. So that means that we will get this in. Hopefully we can start to put in all the planks down here and metal blocks required for these sluices. And then they're also putting all the logs in for these. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. They're allowed to do stuff like that. Oh, we already have a kohlrabi storage up here. So I'm going to set this to supply. And actually, we're just going to set that to empty. I want to move all the storage up here. I want to make it easier for them to eat. And to that end, we're probably going to want to start to relocate our barracks. So, how many logs do we have? 68. Housing is something that can just be done easily up here, isn't it? So we'll pop that there, that there, that there. Three sets of barracks up there, and we will get rid of this one after I built the shrub next to it. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Can you come in and start pushing this round, please? How are we doing with water? So we have 83 water. These guys are no longer pumping here, so might as well start pumping there. How is this doing? It still looks like it has a Why aren't you... Well, okay, what is going on? What is going on down here? The path needs to go, so you can extend your straw. There we go. Glad we caught that. That could have been an awkward situation. And they have moved all of those kohlrabis over there. Excellent. Come on, guys. Where's the planks going? Oh, they're building that from above. Okay, I guess. Fine. And they're putting in the beaver storage over here. Excellent. I am concerned about the water, but what else can I do about the water? It kind of is what it's going to be. Do we go for a mini population boom? Delete that. I'm assuming this has been built by now. Yep. Okay. So empty that warehouse. I just want to move as much of this stuff up here as we can. I'm going to leave this here because we're going to want to use this to build all of this stuff up here. And we are going to keep coming up over here for the scrap metal, so that's just going to be what that's going to be. I'm interested in seeing where the next unstable core is going to be. I'm very interested to see where that's going to be. Purely for self-preservation purposes. Let's get that one built. Come on. And they're emptying that. So, fermented. So the cassavas are not being fermented quick enough. So what I may do is, where are we going to put our industry? Let's think critically about where we're going to put our industry. So we have fields here. This should never turn into a bad tide ever again. I say the operative word should. But, you know, here we are. So if we put steps here, I'm going to get them as the next highest priority. We should be able to plan for our industrial area to come over here. Because hopefully this will all flood soon. I genuinely hope this all floods soon. That is the idea. So if we put that in there, what are we going to do? So we don't have the engine yet. We don't have the engine yet. Actually, if we are going to be flooding all of that soon, we need to start to think about more trees, don't we? So, how far can you reach, Mr. Forester? Can we put some more oaks in? Can we put some more oaks in over here? Ah, where's the tree menu? You don't play Timberborn for like a couple of days and it all just goes straight out of your head. Not as much as Whiskerwood went straight out of my head after I tried to play that, but, I mean, that's a video for another day. And we'll put some more in there. I'd also forget that we can actually access a lot more trees from other areas of the map now, so it's not as dire about getting these chopped and used. But we do have a lot of logs, so I'm quite fine with that. So you put the metal blocks in there. Okay, so we only actually need 4 more metal blocks. We do need more than that because I want to build the engine as soon as we can. So power. Engine is in. Let's put the engine in. The engine is going in there. So, the engine's going to go there. We are going to have... So, wood workshops. Industrial lumber mill, sorry. Industrial lumber mill. Gear workshop. This is going to look ugly. This is just to get our production actually doing something. And we'll put the smelter here. On the other side, so how much is that? So this produces 400, isn't it? So 50, no, 75, 75, 150. Let's round. Oh god, I can't round. Okay, so that engine actually isn't enough. However, we can pause buildings, we can take stuff out of the supply chain, and I'm going to put in a food production building, and we're going to put in a fermenter on the side. And then hopefully we'll be able to remove all of this lovely stuff from up here, from down here, and now look at that. I would rather you prioritise all of this, guys. I haven't prioritised that yet, that's fine. So what are we waiting for? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Planks. They've essentially built that. They've essentially put that in. So what are they screwing about? Sadly, I think we're also going to have to unpause that because. What do you mean? What do you mean? How many builder beavers do I have? I have enough. How much water? So we're on 52 water. We are still pumping. We are still pumping. Let's get dumping. You are a priority job, but you also need to go away. Lovely. So we're going to probably have, even if this overtops here, we're going to have so much more water storage. I need to actually start to prepare for that. So water-wise, we're going to have one here. And I would love to... I can't really replicate that on the other side. However, for now, I mean, what's the length of these straws? And the maximum depth is 6. So that's going to be fine. Once this is all full up, I mean, it's going to be absolutely fine. I'm not going to put one there because I kind of want to use this ledge around here. So I don't know whether I could... Do I need this path here anymore? I probably don't. This was the emergency. Oh my god, the bad water's going to screw us path. So if I delete that and put in a pump like there, that means all of the pumps down here can just move. Oh, am I concerned about the level of water in here? It's really hard to do. It's really hard to gauge. I'm not. I don't think. Oh, there's a bot. Oh no, I didn't see that one down there. So, next job is to come and put levees under. Oh no! This map is brilliant. This map is absolutely amazing. I love it. But it does just give me some sort of like attack because I'm like, I mean that better not actually just blow a massive hole in my. Okay, it doesn't. It's not gonna come and ruin me. But it is something to be thought about. So that's next project. And how much do you need? You need planks. We're not storing stuff anyway, so just, I don't know, go pick this stuff up off the floor. Just go pick that stuff up off the floor, and then it's fine. So that, build this. So we actually have 2 homeless beavers. I also need to move the baby beaver breeding buckets up here, don't I? So what do they use? Production. Housing, they're under housing. Should we just pop them there? 1, 2, 3. So let's use my priorities tool properly. That needs to be built. This is next. Yeah, okay. That probably also needs to be built. It's just going to take ages with the metal blocks. I mean, the supply chain just isn't what it is. So what we might do is we might let the water flow through here to begin with. So okay. I thought this through. We still have the dam here. So when that goes through, the water will just flow through there, which is fine. But it will still hold this up so we can have some pumping. So we might not use... Oof, we are getting tight. We are getting very tight on the water. I still think there'll be enough, but we are getting a little bit tight on it. Can I... that is open. But that's it. I wanted that in, and we have that in. So the next thing I want to put in, this engine has to go in. That is the next highest priority. Let's get all of that worked through. So gears and metal blocks. We have a lot of stuff for planks, but that's fine. And I guess I can kind of now delete this. Can I delete this building? No, let's keep the well-being bonus for now. So 10 gears have gone in. We have the logs, so I don't know what they're screwing about at. Oh yeah, they've got to come circumvent all the way around here to get the logs. Have you planted everything for now? Good, you can get out of there. Go do a useful job. Maybe even like actually use that. This engine is going to be an absolute game changer. It is going to be an absolute game changer. So we are back into a temperate cycle, which is excellent. So what I want to do is I want to delete this, and I want to put a levee in here straight away. So highest priority, guys. This could be a little bit lower, and these can be, yeah, that's fine. So we want to put a levee in there so that the pressure forces the water to come up through the top. Hopefully this is a really favourable temporal cycle. Oh, this is going off. We planned for this. I'm hopeful that this isn't going to be an issue. If it is an issue, I genuinely don't know how we come down there to sort that. I think I've done this right. I'm hoping no bad water flows in, but we will see. So we're cutting it fine now. I'm glad I didn't expand the beaver breeding population. Come on, get pumping. Get pumping, guys. Get pumping. Have you not put this in yet? I would really like you to kind of put this in. The whole operation design relies on that being put in. So that's been put in. Really, that should probably be a sluice so that I can... No, let's not overthink. It's going to be really interesting when this goes off. It's going to be super interesting because... I do also apologise for the slow pace of this. I am really trying my best not to screw up. Really trying my best not to screw up. So it just kind of goes at what pace it goes at. Yeah, no, I'm finding this very challenging. In a good way. Drought approaching already. So, what I kind of want to do is, this needs to be, so that needs to be closed above downstream depth of, I mean, realistically, we just need to have these auto closed. So we are going to kind of flood down here. Because I'm of two minds, yeah. One, we live with this, and we just go for it. Or two is we not live with this. We hope we have a low drought, and we just continue to use production facilities down here, and we just go for it. The other one is we're going to fill this with water so we can pump, and I think that's what we're going to do. Can you build this, please, guys? Can you just please build this? I want to get the baby beaver breeding. So on that vibe, we will get rid of those. Probably shouldn't have done that. These just really require logs. It's not that difficult. Go get the logs. We are, however, flooding everything down here now. So my best laid plans and all that. Somebody, I'm going to get absolutely ripped apart in the comments. Pop that there. And then we will... And I guess get all of this high prioritised. No, that's not there. That's how they get in the building. Let's just slow this down a second. We are going to be able to fill this. So I also want to get this built and this built so that we can just pump all of this water. Delete. Delete. Oh, do I want to delete them? Maybe I'll leave one because we can still come down here. We have that in. I mean, this is now not doing anything because it's flooded. Yeah, we're doing great, aren't we? I could actually regulate this and open this dependent on how we're getting on. So we will see. We will absolutely see. What was I doing? I was putting power in, wasn't I? I was putting power in. Right. Let's go fast again. Let's go fast, boy. So yeah, we won't come up to this level. I probably should have just put built a load of the industry in it up here in the first place. Science, just go. Let's just go. Could you please come and build this? Maybe make that. Oh, I'm having a priority nightmare. Next highest priority. As much as I would love that to get built, it's not happening. What I would like to put up here though is, why not? Metal storage, no, just normal storage. Small industrial power. For scrap metal. Nice. What are they actually doing during the day? Like, I just don't know what you guys... Why are you spending so long going over there to... Oh, stuff's really... Okay, yeah. I'm having a bit of a mental one, aren't I? Pause, pause, pause. We can't get the logs from down here. Might as well delete that. So it is an 18-day drought. I am not going to be letting any water out of here. We are just going to chop down as much of these trees up here as we have, and we will make the best of this situation. So once we pumped, we can come down. I'm not going to delete any of this because once we pumped, we can come down and reuse it. I might just delete that though. They're not going to use that. I emptied that on purpose. Can't delete that. So I just don't know why they're not doing certain things. Like, that's fine. You're meant to be doing that. You're meant to also have to be doing that. Good. So, fingers crossed, water isn't going to be too much of an issue. I moved the food up here, so that's fine. Maybe... I'm not going to put any water in you yet. We do seem to have planks. So, build, build, build. Build. Let's just get that built as well. We will still be able to come down here. I don't know how long this is going to last, but it will last. Unstable core in however many days. So that's that one under here. I mean, that might screw us. I'm not 100% convinced how we're going to get on with that, but it might screw us. I don't know why I'm prioritising well-being over like the beavers. Go build. No, I'll just put that in then. Just put it in. Just put it in. Right, we're not using that. Teeth grindstone go away. Water storage can kind of go away. What even campfire? Let's put in a couple of campfires, just because I would like to maintain some level of beaver happiness. And we do have everyone in a house, which I'm quite pleased about. Do we, however, have a closer source of scrap metal rather than legging it over the map? That's probably equidistance, isn't it? So I genuinely think that probably is the best route. We could come over this way to get back to the beavers, back to where we are, but I'm not going to expend that for now. The scrap metal will just be what it's going to be. Build that one for me, please, quickly. Get rid of that. Seems like we're playing the waiting game again. I'm sorry, this is probably not the most engaging episode. However, thank you for sticking with me. And I hope you've had a great Christmas period. I've been really, what word am I looking for? Please isn't the right word. Encouraged by how many of you guys are still watching this stuff. I do find it amazingly, slightly bewildering that you enjoy watching this, but I'm thankful that you do, and I hope you continue to find it enjoyable to watch me. We probably could produce a bit more storage for some of these food sources, couldn't we? So maybe we put another medium warehouse up here. I just, like I've said in everything else, make hay while the sun's shining. Let's just get all of this out. And I know we have cassavas. I'm hopeful that we will actually be able to use the cassavas once we have this engine in. So we have the logs, we need the gears, and we need the metal blocks. So the metal blocks, really, we need this to not dry out, but yes, dry out. So let's pause that, because there's no point trying to set them to work if they're just not. And maybe I should get a couple of inventor huts up here. Somebody will probably be lambasting me for that in the comments. Science, inventor. Oh, I might pop them over here. Apparently I can't. I'll pop them there. So, ultimate low workforce priority. Fine. So some of these are, yeah, we are going to have to expand. We're going to have to expand a lot of things. I know how precarious our position is. If it wasn't for the bombs, I think we would be doing actually really well. But sadly, we do have the bombs. And we're going to have one go in 1.5 days. I'm really interested to see if that like completely derails this playthrough. I'm hopeful it doesn't. But you never know. You never know in these situations. This building isn't connected to a district centre by any pass. Well, of course it isn't. This power wheel is temporary. It is completely temporary. But let's put some storages in over here for... Let's just put some small storages in for stuff. So, logs, gears, planks, and scrap metal. Have you actually built this yet? No, you put the logs in, you just didn't, you just got over there, you're just like, nah, I'm not going to finish that, mate. Cool. Let's get some water chucked in there, and some water chucked in there, just to top us up. I'm happy that the water stabilised. The food is as good as it's going to be for now. We are breeding more beavers. I am tempted to put another beaver breeding pod in, but... we're producing planks again, so that's nice. I should have put the gear workshop there. I mean, I still can. So, delete that. Right, let's slow this down, because I want to see what's going to happen. This could completely stuff us. Landscaping. Where am I going? I want gears. Where's... my brain's just mush gears. And then industrial lumber mill. So get that built as next highest priority. Right, let's get down to the underground. So, who wants to take bets? Oh, look at that! Look at that! Just right. Oh, that would have stuffed us. So now I actually need to think about this bomb. Is these bombs are next? This bomb is next. So we're gonna put that in as our next target. So once this gets down to a level where I don't mind us unplugging into that. I mean, actually, there's no reason I can't do this now, is there? Will the pressure drop? I don't think it will. So I can't actually put a path on. Oh, I can put a path under there. The straw doesn't mind. The straw is ambivalent. to that. It's close enough. So this is build this now, please. That is very good. This is getting better. This is getting a lot better. Let's speed it back up. I am so pleased we did that. I am so pleased we got that done. Look at that. Beautiful. The perfect defense. They go layer up. Yep. So it's just taken that out. Nice. That would have been another concern. Look at how touching that is. Oof. Right. I guess they want you to do something with the... Huh. Or do they want to... Some of this is a bit confusing. Anyway, we're not stuffed just yet. We're producing planks again. Hopefully we're producing gears soon. So this is next highest priority. And is this guy still able? We are still able to collect scrap. So excellent. I just want to maximise the scrap so that when we can start producing metal blocks, we can get to them easily. And how are they getting on down here? They're putting it in. That's exactly what I want them to do. Excellent. Fantastic. So, as far as expansion on this map is concerned, what I might like to do next is... We do have sluices. And we do have dams, so... I don't think it can ever hurt to have too much water. So what we might do as a sort of like... If you've got nothing else to do, guys, come over here. Pop that there. And we'll put a dam there. And then that will just... I know during a bad tide that's going to turn into bad water. But, I mean, it can never hurt to have too much water, can it? So this is going to be a low priority job. But when you want to do it, feel free to. Do we have food? We have water. We have pumping. How much have they got in? Not quite in. That's fine. That's fine. You take your time on that, lads. So, pause up, pause up, pause up. These are full. I mean, maybe, because I did, this isn't perfect. We could do with that being taken out. So it's not the perfect actual distribution of water. Maybe we could... Can I... So what can I do with levees here? So we need a path to come around there. I don't think that works very well. Maybe we just put another raised dump here. Though I am conscious we're not actually harvesting everything we need, so... Yeah, harvesting all the kohlrabi, so let's go into storage. I'm glad there isn't like a spoilage function in this game, so like, say, once you've harvested the berries, they've got like 2 weeks or whatever. That would be a bit of a bummer. So now, let's get producing these metal blocks. Pause you, because you're not useful, and pause you. Probably shouldn't delete these lumberjack frags down here, because we can now come back down here and start using them. So let's pause this and this, and get these as high priority. Nice. And this is the last one to go in. I believe once this one's gone in, for unstable cores, I'm not concerned about either of these unstable cores over here. They do nothing to upset me. I don't think we have any more unstable cores that are going to cause a massive issue. Unless they're like... I don't really want to go down this through like layer by layer. That's a seep. I don't really want to go down this layer by layer, but I'm going to. So there's I don't think we have any of concern anymore, which is an absolute miracle we survived this. I can't believe there's one in there. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. How many days? 8 days left. We have plenty of water. Job's a good one. Rather than using 2 sets of beavers to do this, I might actually just pause up here. No, you can pause. Pause, and then get them producing stuff down here. It's much better to get down here. I mean, we can even start fermenting cassavas, why not? Do we have a storage for unfermented cassavas? It's saying 50 out of 50. It seems weird. Logs. Okay, so that means we must be done down here. We are done down here, so that's fine. I don't think this is going to cause us an issue. So obviously that would flow down, but it's not gonna come up here. I don't think. So we can once again delete this rubble, delete this path, and then what we can do is we can put a levee back in place down here. Right, okay. I apologise that this has turned into essentially just survival mode episode, but the other two were probably more entertaining survival mode episodes, but this has been a how do we preserve this long-term episode. So I think we're going to have enough days that we could maybe get the engine in up here. Because we have enough water to pump from here, and as an emergency we can pump from here. Let's get that built. I have given them loads of jobs. I appreciate that. Storage, scrap metal, planks, fine. What's going on over here? I'm not too concerned about all these resources on the floor. I mean, maybe I should be. Maybe I should be. You never know when we're going to need them, so actually take the time, pick up what you can. Once it's gone, it's gone. I do actually need to think about, so min-maxing, not min-maxing, moving stuff around a bit. So let's get a builder's hut unlocked, and we'll pop it over here. And then we can, you know, like toggle the amount of workers we want doing what. This is fine. This is completely fine. Let's go top this up just a little bit, just for now. And I would actually like to get these as next highest priority because we have excess food and we're not using excess food in the ground and we're not using it. That's back in. And how many metal blocks? So the metal blocks there. Gears we only need 7 of. We need 13 metal blocks. I think that's just the metal blocks is going to be what's going to take the time here. And I might actually put this as highest priority. Because we are going to have 3 extra beavers once this is built. Once we've got the engine built. We're also going to rely on haulers as well, so we need to think about a hauling post. It just never stops in this game, does it? So let's pop a hauling post there. Do we just rip it off and just go for it? I think the water and the food storage is in a good place, so what I'm going to do is I am going to go for a new beaver breeding pod, and once again high priority. This might be a foolhardy solution, but as you are aware, last time I am not afraid on this map to commit beaver. Nice genocide, the right word? Probably not. Beaver, a mini beaver cull when the population supports it. I mean, we're playing as the IronTeeth. I feel like if any beaver faction is like, let's just kill some off, it's the IronTeeth. It's probably unfair. If you're an IronTeeth enjoyer, please point out where I am getting your faction massively wrong. I do prefer the folk tales myself though. I just like the aesthetic a little bit more. IronTeeth do have the benefits though, like I can granularly control this. The production of beavers. Yeah, the IronTeeth are cool, but just not the folk tales. I hope Mechanistry, when update 1.0 comes out, they don't They don't just go, right, we've done Timberborn, it's great, you know, it's fun, let's move on to our next thing. I really want them to continue to support this game. I feel like there's so much scope. Like, imagine, so obviously you've got temperate drought cycle, bad tide cycle. Imagine if you had a flood cycle. So all of your water sources doubled, and you have to make sure you've got stuff in place to handle excess water. Or even tripled, you know, like actually like a monsoon cycle. That could be cool. And I would love to see a little bit, maybe even like a freezing cycle, so all the water freezes over, so you know, need like little campfires to melt holes in the ice, or like picks, or I don't know. I feel there's so much they can do with this game. That I really hope they continue to support it as it should be, because it is a fantastic game. Right, you've done that. What are my builder beavers actually doing? What did I tell them to build? They built the beaver. Okay, so now we can pull beavers out of jobs to support us. So you should be paused. You should be paused, definitely. We are going to continue to ferment the cassavas. We only got 2.1 days left, so I guess we got 4 metal. We got 4 metal blocks. I mean, let's get this. Let's get what we've made into that building, and then it will just be what it will be. But yeah, I am going to continue to fill this each cycle, because I think it just needs to be done, doesn't it? Let's get that step built as well. There's no reason not to come over here and just do this. The more water we have in here, the better. If it starts to flow over this way, it starts to flow over this way, doesn't it? Is that an issue? Oh, it shouldn't be an issue. Oh yeah, because it will just come out here. So yeah, it won't be an issue. Yeah, that's fine. So that should be the highest priority thing to do that isn't anything that I've prioritised. So that's prioritised, that's prioritised, that's prioritised. What are they actually doing? And we also have these beavers. These ones in here. So, yes. I'm actually going to take people out of the pumps for now. I'm going to leave that one in the pump. And then I do want to get... Are you guys actually building stuff? They've got the metal blocks over there. They've got the gears. Fine. So then they should be... What are you doing? Oh, you're putting this in. Putting this in. That's fine. Then this is your next highest priority. Get this layer in. Yeah, that layer in. Yes, that's a good layer to get in. And how high... Have I gauged this right? I'm doing this by eye. I know I could use it by... So what layer... So what layer is this? So that is the same height. So that should just flow straight through there. So we have done this right. My fag packet math is fine. And we are in cycle 11. Day 1. And we're going to lose access to all of this again. But until we do lose access to all of it again, I will continue to make the most of it. But we don't have a lot of planks, do we? So this job should be low priority. We have extra berry storage, bit of extra. Come on. I would very much like this in by the time we get to the end of this cycle. And I think, how is the water doing down here? So it is flowing back through. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. Nothing's flowing through here. That's also fine. Okay, we're good. Let's get you out there. I am going to leave these pumps down here just in case. I'm hopeful we can... So gears are in, we just need metal blocks. So that essentially just means we need to get these buildings built. Get these buildings built and that built. Which is fine. That is going to take a while for them to do that though. Hopefully it doesn't cause an issue. I don't think it will cause an issue. We proved that with this amount of water we can survive on the population we got, and we survived comfortably. I might, however, start to just get some more beavers in to do some more. Why are you thirsty? Please just use the facilities on hand. Please use the facilities on hand. So we're just going to say goodbye to this now. We're just going to say goodbye to this now. This is over. This is just over. Goodbye. Why am I doing this manually? You can tell it's been Christmas and I may have imbibed in a bit too much party spirit over the last couple of days. So now we have we have extra beavers. So keep producing the logs. Priority. So I think this is going okay. I think we're doing too bad. This has been a bit more of a chill episode. I think it needed to be because after last one, I was very close to having a bit of a meltdown. I won't pretend I wasn't. But I feel we're through the hard. Well, I say that. I feel we're through the hard part. I genuinely don't know if we are. And the bad tide is approaching. Excellent. I mean, this is fine. The bad tide defense is in place. Let's just check the bad tide defense is set. So I think we'll go to the beginning of the bad tide and we'll call it there for today. So close above contamination 1%. Close below contamination 1%. So that's closed, that's closed. So that should all just zoom out there, in theory. And this should continue to fill up. If they could get over to here to actually build some of this. It might be nice. Or have I made them? I haven't made them a project, haven't I, to do this? Unable to get required materials, which is planks, because we need somebody in here to produce planks. Fine. We do, however, have to get beavers doing science as well. So, ooh, I clicked out the window there. That was weird. Yeah. So, logs. All that requires is logs, scrap metal, gears. Oh god, that's a lot of planks. Maybe we get this picked up because there's planks down there. Yeah, okay. I don't feel like we're going to actually completely fill the level of water we have, so not fill the level of water we have. We're not going to complete this in time, so these can go back to being normal priority. Oh, that's why that's not getting done, because all of this has to be a priority, isn't it? So let's turn all of this to normal priority. Actually, let's turn all of this to like mid-sized priority, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gradually going to pick what I want to be high priority. So I want these to be high priority, and that shouldn't take them too long. So we have as much water as we had last time, unless this is 30 days, which it very well could be. I think we're going to be safe. However, we also have almost maxed out our water storage. And maybe I will return to putting in the fabled second tank. Second medium tank. Oh, come on. I'm sure somebody's also going to be shouting at me like, why don't you put a second scavenger flag up here? And that's also a very good point, and I don't know why I haven't. The thing is, the guy doing the metal blocks has now got even further to go. So it's just gonna be a process. I realise if I prioritise all that stuff on the floor, I need to keep it as priority. Otherwise it will just run off and not do it. Lots to think about. So let's see how long this bad tide is and if we think we're going to survive. It is going to be 12 days. 12 days. That is absolutely brilliant. So we might even have some water left in this at the end. Excellent. I can live with that. Yeah, this is a turn up for the books. So I would like to, let's slow that down first while I do this. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you're enjoying this, please hit subscribe and give me a like. Let me know you're enjoying it. Let YouTube know that it's good. And I hope to see you next time. This was a bit more laid back. For my heart health, I'm very glad it's a little bit more laid back. But hopefully the foundations are now set. I know it's episode 4, and we might have hoped to have seen a bit more progress by now, but obviously this is a very challenging map. So thank you for putting up with me. I will see you next time.